Markram leads South Africa to special World Test Championship victory. Aiden Markram's magnificent century was the cornerstone of South Africa's 5-wicket victory over Australia in the World Test Championship final at Lord's on Saturday, as the Proteas ended decades of cricket heartbreak by at last winning a major global title. South Africa, set 282 to win, finished on 282 to 5 before lunch on the fourth day, with opening batsman Markram falling for 136 after taking South Africa to within 6 runs of the title. "It's special in a lot of ways," said Proteas captain Temba Bavuma, in front of what was effectively a home crowd given the large number of South Africa fans who had packed into Lord's. "Also, it's a chance for South Africa to be united," said Bavuma, who has now joined Springboks Rugby World Cup winning captain Siya Kolisi in becoming a black African skipper of a South Africa side that has won a major global title. The Proteas resumed on 213 to 2, needing just 69 more runs for victory. Markram, dismissed for a duck in the first innings, was 102 not out and Bavuma unbeaten on 65 despite spending most of his innings limping with a hamstring injury. But South Africa have such a long history of folding under pressure, they could not take anything for granted against serial winners and defending WTC title holders Australia. In 18 previous attempts in the One-Day International and T20 World Cups, South Africa had only reached a solitary final. That was in last year's T20 World Cup in Barbados, when they lost to India despite needing just 30 runs from their last 30 balls, with 6 wickets standing. Choke. But South Africa, so often labeled chokers for their failure to close out knockout games, held their nerve on Saturday as a largely unheralded side succeeded where star players such as Alan Donald, Sean Pollock, A.B. de Villiers and Jacques Kallis had failed. South Africa's path to the final was criticized, with the Proteas playing just 12 tests in the WTC cycle and none against England or Australia. But with Australia strong favourites to retain their title, South Africa posted an 8th successive test win in impressive style. "I hope our performance gives credit as to why we were in the final," said Bavuma. "Whilst we were batting, we could hear the Aussies using that dreaded word, choke. We've been etched in history, we're part of something that has never been done." The celebration spread across the Lord's turf as each of the players took their turn with the silver and gold mace. "It is emotional, it's been a very long time coming," said Markram, who was named player of the match. "We've got close in the past couple of years and not got over the line. The first one is always going to be the toughest. Bridge too far." Australia led by 74 runs on first innings but never got completely away from South Africa, with Proteas fast bowler Kagiso Rabada returning superb match figures of 9 to 110. "Unfortunately, it was a bridge too far," said Australia captain Pat Cummins, who led Australia to the 2023 WTC title after New Zealand won the inaugural 2021 final. "They, South Africa, were fantastic in that fourth innings. There wasn't a lot in the wicket, but they didn't give us a chance." South Africa suffered a setback early on Saturday when Bavuma, who had added just 1 run to his overnight score, was caught behind off Cummins to end a stand of 147 with Markram. But Markram got the target down to 50 by pulling Cummins for 4 before left-arm quick Mitchell Starc, 3 to 66, bowled Tristan Stubbs. Australia took the new ball with South Africa needing just 14 more runs to win and Markram subsequently drove Josh Hazlewood for 4 and 3 to settle any nerves. He couldn't quite finish the job though. His pull-off Hazlewood was brilliantly caught by Travis Head at mid-wicket to end a 207-ball innings featuring 14 fours. As Markram received a standing ovation on his way back to the pavilion, several Australia players shook his hand. It was left to Kyle Verreynne to hit the winning run as South Africa completed the second-highest chase to win a test at Lord's, behind the West Indies 344 to 1 against England in 1984.